Open carry will be prohibited at the polls on Election Day. That directive coming from Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson late this morning.
Lindsay McComal spoke with one official about the move.
First question, tell me a bit about how you guys got to this decision that came out today with prohibiting open carry at the polls.
Yeah, so really this is a clarification of existing law on voter intimidation. We wanted to issue this directive. We're not aware of any specific threats at the time, but the national discourse, obviously right now, there's lots of talk about voter intimidation and various ways that could happen. And so given that national discourse is going on and we were getting so many questions from people seeking clarification on the law, we wanted to issue clear guidance that explains, this is what voter intimidation is, and open carry in an election place, in a voting location, is a form of voter intimidation.
I guess the big question I could see some people asking is how does the Secretary of State have the authority to put out this directive?
There's actually a few things to think about there. So one is, it's a confluence of laws that all come together. A good sort of comparison would be, there's no direct line in Michigan election law that says you can't take pictures of, other people in a voting location, right? Or you can't be in there filming with cameras and things like that. But for many years, that has been something that the state of Michigan Secretary of State has promulgated, and we have made sure that that's actually not allowed, because in the context, while everybody does have the right to take pictures in public places, in the context of an election where you have to protect people's private information, and clearly your ballot is a private document to the voter. It's really just a good parallel example of in that scenario, we have to look at the law in the context of an election. And so it's the same thing for this, right? With that in mind, and again, drawing on all the different laws and in counsel with the Attorney General, we issued the clarification and the guidance so that clerks and voters can know, I'm going to be safe. I can cast my ballot on Election Day, and everything it'll be fine.
Anything else that would be relevant to this directive that voters should know about?
The message to voters again is just, we're not expecting any problems. That said, no voter should feel any form of intimidation when going to cast their ballot.
Lindsay is checking in with county clerks for reaction to this move, and she'll share that coming up at 7.